Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Carol Amendola Dianca, also known as the Italian nutritionist because of my strong background and heritage with Italy. And I'm here to share some additional tips with you today. I think it's time that we take a look at processed food. You know, processed food has been known to be almost like the devil. It's not good for us. But why is that? And where does it all come from? And how did it all happen to be in the United States and throughout the world now? Actually, it's become a public health problem. It's been disastrous for our health. So where did all this processed food come from? It began because small independent growers of food and processing of food, I'll use the example of Quaker Oats, for example. It was a small family-owned company where oats would be grown, they'd be processed, they'd be put into a package and sold, and people would be able to buy oatmeal. Today, and that was owned by Quaker Oats. Today, Quaker Oats is owned by a huge giant food manufacturer, PepsiCo. PepsiCo actually owns Quaker Oats, and there are 9 other giant food companies, Kellogg's, Mondelez, a number of them, and I will have a graph to show you so that you can take a look for yourself. And they process 90% of the processed food that we consume today. That's a huge monopoly, isn't it? Their reason for being in business is profit, not necessarily to build extraordinary health in the United States. So I think we need to be aware of that. We need to be aware of where this food is coming from and how it got so big. And if you can imagine the lobbying power that these companies have when they go to Congress to try to make sure that their foods can be labeled as such, and there are certain things that they can do to make it look very attractive. What I always say is the food from these companies and the food that comes in these packages is coming from the wrong plant. It's coming from a manufacturing plant. It's not coming from a plant from the ground necessarily. Or if it starts that way, it becomes so overprocessed that it has nothing left to give us health-wise. So when we have processed food, what's missing? Well, the fiber's missing, most of the nutrients are missing, water is missing, natural hydration that you get from natural foods, it's all missing. And it's very expensive. The foods are very expensive when you think about what it's delivering. Now, I know it's going to be impossible for everyone to just stop eating processed foods. However, if we cut back and if we kind of vote with our wallets and stop eating all of this processed food, or most of it, we will be able to become much more healthy. So that's my tip for today. Please remember to subscribe. I think there's a button below. I would really appreciate it so that I can continue to send you good tips on health and nutrition and lifestyle. Thank you for stopping by today.